It was 3 in the morning. Ahmed woke up screaming from a nightmare, sweat dripping down his face. The room was pitch dark, but something moved outside the window. He stepped closer carefully. A human-shaped shadow flickered across the wall. Ahmed switched on the light, the shadow vanished. But on the floor lay an old, blood-stained diary. The same diary he had seen in that cursed mansion. His lips trembled as he whispered, "The curse, it's back." The next morning, Ahmed told everything to his sister, Leah. Leah was a parapsychologist, a researcher of spirits and curses. After listening carefully, she said, "Someone called you back, Ahmed. We need to go there." By evening, they reached the same forest road, where Ahmed had once gone with his friends. The trees seemed alive, their shadows moving in silence. The wind carried a strange whisper, as if the forest itself was speaking. They finally reached the mansion. The rusted gate creaked open on its own. As soon as they stepped inside, an icy wind brushed their faces. On the cracked walls, strange words were written. Blood made the promise, and the soul fulfilled it. Broken chains lay scattered on the floor. Ahmed looked down, the same spot where his friends had vanished. Leah lit a candle, but in its glow, a shadow appeared, and it wasn't theirs. Leah whispered, "We're not alone, Ahmed." Suddenly, heavy footsteps echoed from above. Ahmed picked up his flashlight and climbed the stairs. The portraits on the walls seemed to stare at them. A half-open door creaked gently. Inside, a rocking chair moved by itself. Leah said softly, "This place isn't alive, but it feels everything." The chair suddenly slammed into the wall. The candle went out, and from the darkness, a whisper echoed, "You came back." They both froze in fear. When the light flickered back on, burn marks appeared on Ahmed's hands, as if chains had sunk into his skin. Leah splashed holy water and shouted, "This is not your home. Go back." But the shadow laughed, "I never left. I'm inside you." Ahmed's body began trembling violently. His eyes turned completely white. Leah screamed, "Ahmed, control yourself." But behind her, a dark mist was forming, and within that mist appeared Rayhan's face. Rayhan's dead voice echoed, "We never died. We're trapped. Don't set him free, Leah." Leah grabbed the diary and read the last page aloud. "The curse can only end with the blood of sacrifice." Tears filled her eyes. She held Ahmed's hand and whispered, "Forgive me, brother." Then she raised a dagger and cut her arm. As her blood touched the ground, the floor began to shake. The walls cracked, windows shattered, and the shadow screamed, "This isn't over." Everything vanished into darkness. In the morning light, the police searched the mansion. They found only one body, Leah's. There was no trace of Ahmed, but on the wall, written in blood, were the words, "I will return. This mansion is now my home." The camera slowly moved toward the door. The door closed by itself, and from inside, Ahmed's voice echoed, "I am the shadow now." Months had passed. No one dared to come near the abandoned mansion anymore. One night, a new police officer named Aram entered the mansion to investigate. As he lifted his lantern, he noticed fresh bloodstains were still on the walls. In the middle of the room lay the same old diary, which began to open on its own. The pages turned one by one until a single line appeared. "Welcome home, Aram." At that very moment, someone quietly closed the door behind him. The light went out, and in the darkness, Ahmed's terrifying laughter echoed. "I told you, the curse never ends."